Hi, welcome to this episode of Let's Dish. I'm so glad you found us on our new streaming channel, WCIA 3+. I wonder when I'm going to stop saying our new streaming channel. Hopefully you're finding us, you're watching all the content, you're loving what you're seeing. I love this show because it's not serious, right? I do news all day. This is when we get to have some fun. We get to talk about food. Probably one of my favorite topics. We get to do some cooking and we get just to kind of get into the mind of what makes a chef tick, why they wanted to start doing this with their life, and maybe some things, advice that they can give us about how we should be making our food at home as well. And we're talking burgers today, so of course we're going to ask him about how to make the best burger at home. I'm sure you've seen the green trucks out there. We are talking about Smith Burger, and let me tell you, this guy, I am so grateful for Drew Smith to be here today because not only does he have the food truck, you've got your Spotted Collective pork. We're going to get into all of that, but today, I know once this finally airs, The Yard on Broadway is going to be long running, but today, when we're taping this, it opens.
It opens today, yep.
It opens today, and yet you still found time to come on over here and tape with us, so I'm so grateful for that. But if you don't know, and I know we've run stories on The Yard on Broadway, but give us just kind of an overview of what that space is.
So The Yard on Broadway is the previously known as the Broadway Food Hall. Me and my wife have purchased it and kind of renovated it. We have some really cool concepts coming in there, including a Smith Burger. We've got a big indoor turf area for cornhole and giant Jenga, skee ball, air hockey, all kinds of cool activities. A little arcade. Adult video gaming, and then we'll have 7 different concepts as far as food and beverage go in there. So
really family-friendly concept.
Very much so. We needed a place we could take our kids. So,
yeah, so why not build it for everybody else as well?
Build it, they will come.
So I ask people when they come on to make something that inspired them. And the reason I wanted to talk about The Yard first is because you've got the Smith Burger, but you're also opening up a new pizza grinder place.
Yeah. So
what's that called?
The Regal Pig.
The Regal Pig.
We're going to do pizzas and oven-baked grinders. Okay. Well, we'll have some cold cut options as well. So, but most of it will be oven-baked grinders. So, yeah, it's something new to us as far as our hospitality group goes. But thought we had a space to fill, and we thought we'd try something new.
Okay, I got to ask, where did the Regal Pig come from?
It's actually friends of ours. They had a little side hustle called the Regal Pig Social, and it was a charcuterie board company. They just made charcuterie boards for friends and families and whatever. And yeah, so I just always enjoyed the logo, the name, the vibe, and so I thought, they agreed to let us take it and run with it. So we're going to take it to a whole new direction. So
okay, so we are going to make a grinder.
Yeah.
Which is a sandwich, for those of you not in the know. And what is the name of the sandwich we're making?
This one we're going to put on our menu. It's Mama Peas. Mama Peas grinder. My mom always made this one growing up, so she's an inspiration behind this one. But yeah, this is the one that we'll have on the menu. Like I said, it's just one that I'm familiar with. So we needed something that we had a connection with, and this was the sandwich.
It reminds you of home.
And I thought it's a good way to highlight it for the new place too.
Okay, good. So before we get into Mom and all of that, tell us about the ingredients. What are we working with?
Yeah, so that grinder is it comes on a French roll. We're gonna have salami, ham, bologna.
Bologna.
We don't use the all beef bologna. It's the pork and beef combination.
Okay, tell me why. Why is that?
I don't know. It's just what I grew up eating.
That's what Mom said.
Don't ask. You just do. And then she used mozzarella, shredded mozzarella, usually on hers. But we're gonna do provolone just because that's what we're gonna have there.
I eat provolone every day on a turkey sandwich.
I love provolone.
Love it.
So we're gonna do provolone, and then so as far as fresh ingredients goes, shredded lettuce, tomato, onion, mustard, and mayo.
Okay, so
pretty simple.
Simple, but sometimes it's the simple things that taste the best.
Like I said, it's what I grew up eating. I love it still to this day. So.
And so when your mom saw that it was on the menu, what did she?
She hasn't seen the menu yet, so.
Surprise, Mom. Yeah. You've got a menu item named after you. Okay, so what do you want me to do first?
Slice some tomatoes, slice some onions. I'll shred some lettuce over here.
Do you want them this way or this way?
Probably slice here, slice there, and then just do thin slices through.
Okay, wait. Top, bottom, and slim.
You might maybe try this knife.
Okay.
Might be able to get the serrated one in there a
that's
little
better
easier.
for tomatoes. Can I say though, that knife,
Yeah.
I was looking at it, has the Burger Smith on it. Explain the significance of that.
When we first originally opened the food truck in 2020, we were the Burger Smith, and then we were come to find out there was another Burger Smith out there, and they hit us with a cease and desist, so we had to change our name. So
You know, it's kind of like people when a band gets really popular, and then you go, yeah, but I knew them way back when.
Yeah.
People are going, okay, Smith Burger, but I knew them when it was the
people say that
Burger.
all the time. It's like, I remember when you were at Burger
Burger Smith, yeah. Those are the OGs.
Yeah.
Those are the true
Yeah,
fans.
the ones that are still hanging around. So.
Okay, so I'm gonna slice this up.
Yep.
And iceberg lettuce, why iceberg over, say, romaine?
Like I said, I always refer to this as the poor man's version of a grinder. You know, it's just, I don't know. I love iceberg still to this day. That's what we use on our. You know, I could have went romaine with the Smith Burger too, but we went iceberg. So I don't know, something about a nice crisp iceberg lettuce.
I love a good wedge salad.
Yes.
And
yes.
that is.
I was at Baxter's yesterday, and they had a wedge salad. And came out next to me, and was like, oh, that looks so good.
Their wedge is really good. The bacon, it has to be blue cheese. So yummy. So I had asked you about how you got into cooking, and it started with your mom and at home. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so you know, I come from a somewhat large family. I had 3 other siblings, so 4 kids. Mom,
Were you
Dad.
the oldest?
No. I have 2 older siblings and 1 younger. So I was kind of a middle child, and I was maybe the spoiled one. I don't know.
Well, I was going to ask, were you the typical middle child, the stereotypical, looking for attention?
It just depends on who you ask. I'd say no, but
But
my
your
siblings would
siblings
probably
would
say
say,
yes.
yeah.
So, but yeah, so mom, you know, she worked a lot too. Mom always had a couple, 2, 3 jobs, so she worked a lot. And
What'd your mom do?
she worked for my grandfather at Tapman's Auto Body, was her main job, and then she worked for Eastland Suites. It's a hotel. She did that on the weekends, and she always had some kind of odds and ends, whether it was selling Pampered Chef or doing something like that. She was always, and then
she was trying to
all the
provide.
kids, exactly.
Yeah.
And then all the kids, me and my sister Angie, we were really heavy into sports too. So we were always, doing something with that too.
So she's working all the jobs. She's trying to make sure you guys are getting to your activities.
Yep.
Make sure everybody is fed.
Yep.
And that's where you came in.
Yeah. So then we obviously got to feed yourself. So we all picked up cooking at a young age. All my siblings have. Whether it be something real simple like ramen noodles, or some of us took it a little further and then like to cook more intricate dishes. But a lot of it was pretty easy.
Not just microwave nachos,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
The tortilla, right? The tortilla chips with some shredded
Yeah.
cheese on top, and that's dinner.
Yep.
So would you want me to cut the onion too?
Yeah.
Okay, can I give out a tip? Mm-hmm. Well, maybe you go first. Tip for cutting onions and not crying.
Oh, I've heard if you chew a toothpick, you don't cry.
Oh, I haven't heard that one.
That was somebody told me that one.
Mine is you get a paper towel and cut it on the paper towel, and the paper towel absorbs all whatever.
I hadn't heard that one either, so we're learning new things today.
But I'm going to cut this sans paper towel.
If you cry, it wasn't
and
my fault.
We're going to blame it on Drew. Also, a terribly stocked kitchen. We have none of the things that we really need. So, what would you say when you were a kid was the most intricate thing that you made? Where you thought, I am so fancy.
Yeah, lasagna was probably
Really
my
good.
go-to.
How old were you when you were making lasagna?
I honestly don't remember. I think the first time I made it, I was fairly young. I don't remember what age I was. But,
Yeah.
it was still to this day one of my favorite dishes to eat specifically, but I like to make it too. So
Is
I love
lasagna.
I love lasagna.
Are you a boil the noodles first? Because I've made it both ways, where you don't have to boil the noodles and you can just pour water around the inside.
In full disclosure, nowadays, out of convenience, I do buy the no boil noodles and just throw them.
I get it.
In there. And honestly, it does help hold the structure of the lasagna. But
Yeah.
they also sell sheets of lasagna now.
I have not used those.
Yeah, those are very convenient.
You know, it's funny you're talking about lasagna because my oldest daughter, Sophia, I always say, okay, what do you want for dinner this week? And she said lasagna.
Yeah.
I haven't made a lasagna in 20 years because now I do more baked mastacholi,
Yeah.
but I told her I'd make her a lasagna next week.
Yeah, that's
So I
my
might need
favorite.
your recipe on how you do it.
Lots of meat. I'm heavy on the meat.
Yeah. Okay, so mom's working. She's trying to get the kids everywhere. And so this was a meal. Why does this remind you of mom?
Like I said, this was just one. Even to, like I think it was just a couple weeks ago. We go to my mom's every Sunday, with as long as I'm not working or something like that. But we go there every Sunday, and she always cooks something. But this is always one that I always request. This and lasagna. She makes meatballs. She makes really good meatballs. But yeah, but this is just one that I always think about. You know, it's a very simply put together meal, but for me it rings home.
Yeah. What did she think about you making this your life's work, cooking?
I think for a long time I was more into the bar side for the last 14 years. So I wasn't really doing a whole lot of cooking. I did when I first started at my last job, but then I've transitioned into more managing the bar and stuff. But yeah, I think my mom's super proud of me. So yeah. I don't talk about it too much and get all teary-eyed, but.
And he's not even cutting the onion.
Yeah, exactly.
You can blame it on the onion, but I like that.
Again, so.
I mean, this could be a first on Let's Dish where we have
it's gonna turn into a whole different show.
somebody. But no, I mean, okay.
She's always my biggest fan. Still to this day, she's my big supporter. So
Yeah, she's your big cheerleader.
Yep.
Okay, I got to ask. So, okay, growing up, you went to Lincoln's Challenge, and so tell me about that. How you ended up there and graduating.
Yeah, I was kind of a class clown, so just kind of, I don't know, school for me just wasn't
Not
my favorite thing. So, so I had the opportunity when I turned 16. I was not doing the greatest with grades, and they said, hey, this is an option, and I thought, wow, 7 months of school and I could be done. Let's try that. And I didn't think about it being military-based school, so I mean, it was definitely a challenge, but it was.
It's in the name.
Yeah, it definitely is in the name, but it was honestly one of the best things I've done school-wise for myself.
Yeah.
And it gave me a new structure and discipline that I probably was lacking. So
you would recommend it
100%
to somebody else
over the years. It's been
another
sad
16-year-old.
Yeah, it's been sad when they. Over the years, I've seen different times where the funding's not there and they've threatened it being closed, and it's always sad to see. But so far it's stood the test of time, and I run into a lot of them, and my wife and kids get embarrassed whenever I see them out in public. I'm like, hey, I was class 16,
Yeah,
So
yeah.
But the sergeants, they say that it wasn't. It's not what it was back then. So they're
Yeah.
a lot more easy going than they were back then. But still a good program.
But I love that you approach them, right? They're in their uniforms. If you see them, I see them maybe around Marketplace Mall or something like that. But I love that you do approach them because I think you are an example of, hey, put the work in, graduate, and look what you can do.
Yeah.
So you should.
Yeah, and like I said, school's not for everybody. So to give that opportunity to them to get their act together a little bit, 'cause a lot of them might not be fighting or. But they're troubled in some way, most likely, or else they probably wouldn't be there.
Right.
So it's kind of, like I said, it helped me quite a bit. So I definitely would recommend it for anybody who's heading down that path and needs a new direction. So
Good. Okay, so I cut my onions. I did not cry.
You did good.
So what should we do next with our grinders, Seymour?
So we will slice these. I use the serrated over there.
Okay.
To get it
Tell me about the bread choice. To me, a sandwich is all about the bread.
Yeah. So
If you've got bad bread on a sandwich, I don't want to eat it.
I agree. There's
the
a
vessel.
handful of sandwich shops in town, and a lot of them I literally go to because I like
It's
their
good bread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's definitely a key. This is a standard just French roll.
Where are you guys getting your bread?
These ones actually just came from Schnucks, so.
Hey,
But the ones that we're gonna get for our
and that's
our restaurant
okay.
is gonna be through GFS. They have a bakery line called Sienna, and they do really good with baked goods. So we're gonna use that.
Okay.
So with these, I like to hollow out a little bit of the bread because it's just too much.
Get more meat
You gotta
in
get
there.
more in there. Yeah.
Not too much like
Yeah.
carbs, just you want to fit more into
Yeah,
your sandwich.
it's just. I mean,
Because-
I think even chains like Jimmy John's and stuff. I think they do.
Okay, but you're breaking my heart a little bit. I gotta say,
I
that's
can leave,
real good stuff.
I can leave yours full of.
I hate when I hear about people doing a scooped bagel.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
But I get it. They want to add more cream cheese.
Yeah.
But no, that's fine.
So that's
you
just
make it the way you want
Kind
it.
of one of the things. That
Did
just
your mom do
add-
that?
I think so. I
Okay.
don't really remember.
Gosh, I really want to kind of eat some of that.
It's yours.
I'm
Take
going
it.
to. Ooh, this is hot over here.
Yeah, I got the stove on there.
Because you can even smell it. It smells good.
So
We are a bread family.
I'll let you assemble.
Okay. Oh, I was supposed to be working. Okay.
So basically, I'll do one and you can do one. How's that?
Okay. Let me
this
stick
is
with
the
the salami.
salami.
Okay, so we're doing salami.
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're
This is
good.
my. I'm
No,
with
you're-
you.
We're
You're
teamwork.
doing the.
I'm
Okay.
gonna throw a couple slices on yours.
Okay. Oh, I go through stretches, Drew, where I eat the same thing every day for lunch, and I swear there was a 3-year period where I ate a salami sandwich with provolone and jardiniere every day.
Oh, jardiniere, that's a nice kick.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, that's good stuff.
I love salami. I love deli meats in general, all kinds of charcuterie.
You know,
but
and you're not supposed to eat too much of it.
I know,
I
well,
I eat lots of
I don't think
deli meat.
there's so much you can't eat these days, but I'm still alive. So.
Why are all the good things bad for us, Drew? It's so disappointing.
I think they made the good things bad for us.
Okay, so now we've
then
got.
we're gonna take ham, and this is just a Black Forest ham.
Black Forest
You
ham.
can use any kind of ham.
Okay.
I like honey ham if you're looking for a little like sweet factor.
Where are you guys getting your ham from? Your cold
It's
cuts
also
and all
going
that?
to probably come from GFS, Brickman's line. It's a good deli meat that they offer there. So
Okay.
we've got 2 more slices. So we might as well
Okay,
throw
one for me, one for you. Okay, we got to talk about bologna.
Yes, yes.
Because that is such a classic 1970s ingredient.
Yeah.
I grew up. Okay. All right. You know what? We're going to time out on the bologna conversation. So we're going to go to break. When we come back, where am I? Here? Here? When we come back, we're going to talk about bologna and finish these grinders. Don't go away. Okay. I know no one went away, because everybody wants to hear the bologna conversation. I'm just kidding. So anyway, I mean, so I was talking about bologna being a big staple, and in my house it was fried bologna sandwiches.
Yep.
I don't love the smell of that. I remember when Mom would make fried bologna.
Yeah, put the slice under, else it just
Yes, but I think that is such a childhood memory.
Yeah, it's not as widely used on a lot of menus nowadays as you used to see. I go to, sometimes you'll see it in like a small town tavern or something with, like a fried bologna sandwich or something like that. We even did one at my previous employer. We did a thick cut fried bologna sandwich that was
People love it.
quite delicious.
I know I'm talking about the 70s. I am older.
Yeah, I'm from the 80s.
Okay,
you know,
it's
so
still
not
a thing in the
too far
80s.
behind, so.
Do you ever go to Nashville ever? You had,
Been there a couple times. We actually just went there not long ago.
so there's a
visited.
honky tonk Roberts, and they are famous for their fried bologna sandwiches. So when we went with
Sounds
my
like
friend,
a Nashville type of thing.
yeah, she said we got to go to Roberts and get the fried bologna sandwich. Okay, so we're putting that on. Should we just
If you want to
do
use
it
all
up?
of it, might as well. Yeah.
All right.
And then the last ingredient here is provolone. You can't have enough cheese.
Cheese and bread.
Gotta have cheese.
That is what makes a sandwich, but also the condiments.
Yes.
I mean, really, what's not to love about a sandwich?
Yes.
Okay, we'll do halvesies on that.
Yeah, so then
Okay.
we'll just bake that, basically toast it enough to get the meat and whatnot.
Okay, well, let's do it. And then you do, okay,
Then we'll put the
condiments
condiments
after.
on after, yep.
Okay.
Don't want to bake your lettuce.
Okay, we're 475.
I got it at 475. That way we can get her in and out in TV time.
All right, Mama P's grinder coming at ya. And then when it comes out, that's when we'll do all the...
Yeah. So
Okay, so you're doing pizzas at the Regal Pig
Mm-hmm.
and sandwiches.
yep. And then we're also obviously doing a Smith burger there, and I didn't feel like I can come on without doing a burger. So.
Well, you'd be run out of this place
I know,
because
I know.
I have to say, Troy has worked here for a very, very long time. When he discovered you, and he's a little late to the game, he was over at your place 3 times a week.
Love to hear it.
He slowed down a little bit, but he really was.
Yeah, people get
keeping-
burnt out. We noticed that a lot with the food truck when we first started, and then at the restaurant. Like, you see a lot of the same people, sometimes for a couple weeks consistently, and then they'll start staggering, which I'm the same way. If I find something I like, I'm there, I'm eating it a lot, and then I'll start staggering back a little bit, and I just eat it every now and then when I get there.
But here's the, okay, well, I gotta ask, what is your go-to on your menu?
The City Slicker is my favorite burger. It's got a little kick to it.
What's on it? Tell
Bacon,
everybody.
jalapeno, pepper jack cheese, fried onion ring, and then our house western sauce, which is essentially like a barbecue mayo, essentially. And we put that on a brioche bun and 2 patties, and yeah.
Okay, I have to say,
my
the last
guilty
time
pleasure.
I was there, that's the one I
That's what
ordered.
you had? Okay.
Because I like spice. I like
Yes,
spicy things.
It's my favorite one. So.
But it's not just burgers at Smith Burger.
No, yeah. Since we were
There's
able to get
something
into
for
the
everybody.
restaurant setting, that we were able to expand our menu. So we're still on the truck. We're still going to find burgers, chicken sandwiches, grilled cheese, hot dogs. You know, our traditional sides. But at the restaurant, we've been able to add tacos. So we have a handful of salads now that are gotten real popular. And then a few extra appetizers, and we added more chicken sandwiches and more burgers to
Yeah.
the menu over there too. So.
Okay, all right, I want to go back. So we graduated from Lincoln's College, or excuse me, Lincoln's Academy, and then you were hustling. You were working a bunch of different places.
Yeah, yep.
Working over at Tapman's for your grandpa.
As soon as I got out of school, I went straight into working for him in the wash bay, cleaning cars. Then I started buffing cars, you know, fresh painted cars. Did that for a couple years, and then ended up, I think I worked a handful of odds and ends jobs. Worked at Best Buy, worked a few other places, and then at 19 I started in the industry at the office in Urbana.
Yeah.
And that's when
Oh,
I
the
really
office.
found
Yeah.
a true passion for the bar restaurant business and the hospitality industry as a whole. Like, I just loved being, you know, conversing with people, and you know, the bartending aspect was fun too, especially at 19. But yeah, I love being around people. I love talking to people. I love.
You
know,
can tell.
So yeah,
You can
it's just something that I'm not as great on camera, but I.
What are you talking
Person to
about?
person, I'm really good. I really like to talk to people. So
Yeah.
that's my favorite part of it. So. Moving from, like, even on the food truck, starting that, to moving from just being on the grill all the time back in the corner to getting up front and starting taking orders and to get back into talking to people. So
Back of house to front of house.
Yep. So.
Back of house.
But I do
Wait,
have a.
what's this picture we're looking at?
That was
here?
the day we brought home the food truck. So.
Well, let's talk about that. So 2020. Well, I think let's start making a burger.
Yeah.
While we talk about this. So 2020, the pandemic. Mm-hmm. I mean, that just changed things for so many people. But
It did.
you started thinking about, okay, what can we do? And you're talking to your wife.
Yeah. So you know, my uncle had food trucks when I was growing up, the first food trucks in this area, I believe, and so I always kind of thought they were cool, they were neat, like. Kind of thought, you know, it'd be cool to have one someday, but it never really was on the forefront of my thought process. But then, I don't know, COVID hit, and yeah, there's my kids. COVID hit, and you know, as the whole world did, we kind of found ourselves, you know, with a lot of time on my hands.
Gotta reinvent yourself.
So I got to thinking, you know, what I wanted to do, and yeah, and then next thing you know, a local guy actually catered our wedding. He used to own a Town and Country Catering. He started a food truck parked out at Daly's in Philo. He put it up for sale, and I saw it on Facebook, and you know, after a lot of begging and pleading and convincing, I finally convinced my wife to let me go look at it, and we decided to pull the trigger, and the rest is history.
So at this point, you're still working at Bunny's. You've
Yeah.
been working at Bunny's for years and years.
Yep.
So this was still the food truck, really kind of a side hustle to that at first.
Yeah. So at first we just my plan was Bunny's is.
Hold on, we got to get this on camera.
Yeah.
Because for burger lovers, this is the best part.
I forgot my
true
seasoning, but we're gonna.
Smash burger.
Yeah, gotta get it down. Like a lot of places, like Steak and Shake and stuff, they go like paper thin and get. We like to keep a little thickness to ours
Okay.
at Smith Burger.
And
so,
tell me why.
I just like meat to my burger. So
Okay.
yeah, I mean, I like both. I mean, I go to other competitive burger chains just because sometimes I'm in the mood for that, crispy, edges and stuff. But this is the way we do it.
Do you go because you want to kind of check out the competition and see what they're doing?
Sometimes with new places come around,
Yeah.
definitely I'll check them out just to see what they have to offer. Also, inspiration. I'm never beyond learning from other people. So I always say that this restaurant might have a better idea on how to execute something, and I'm like, oh, I can adopt that.
Yeah.
Just take that idea and make it my own. So.
What did you learn from another place that maybe you guys are using?
Yeah, sometimes burger ideas can come from other places, but I don't know really. More currently speaking, with the food hall, like we've been to 6 different food halls and kind of seen how they all operate, so we can. We took a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And
Yeah.
One in Nashville, like you were just talking about, went there, and they had a couple cool things that they were doing, and so basically that's one more recent thing that I can think of on top of my head that we've taken and adapted to. So
That sounds like the best research project ever.
Yeah,
right?
and it's
Go
a write-off.
to food halls. I mean, my gosh! Did you go to the one in Indy?
we did the garage. I hear there's
Yes.
another one, but I haven't visited that one.
I've only been to the garage.
Yeah,
That
the garage
place-
is really cool. Really cool.
That was fun.
I like a lot of ones that we've gone to is a good use of older buildings. Like you have this big space. What are you going to do
Repurpose.
with it?
Yeah.
And you repurpose those old buildings.
That's the garage in Indy.
Yeah.
They're really redoing
an old Coca-Cola,
that whole the
factory,
bottling
so.
company. They're really redoing that whole area over there.
For us, as soon as we flip, we like to put the cheese on.
Okay.
It helps it cook through more, and it obviously gives that cheese time to melt. We usually butter and toast our buns, but I didn't come
pretend they're buttered
quite
and
prepared,
toasted.
so we're gonna toast them a little bit here.
I gotta ask, what for people who are making burgers at home, what ratio of is it 80-20, 90-10?
Yeah, we do
What
it
do you
80-20.
And why do you
ground
choose
chuck.
that?
It's good. You got to have fat in a burger. We've done when we were during COVID, before we had the truck open. I was cooking a lot on the Blackstone in the driveway, to the point where I was making friends and neighbors not want to come over anymore because that's all I was feeding them was burgers.
What
But
are you talking about? You would be the best neighbor on the block.
you would think so, but they
Yes.
get tired of it eventually. But
That
no, it's
smell though in your neighborhood
Yeah.
had to be amazing.
So we did that. I tried, 70-30. I tried 90-10. This is just, it's traditionally, I think it's just the best. Yeah, it's what we found
That's
that we
the
like the
sweet
most.
spot.
It's got a good flavor. It doesn't feel like it dries out. With the 90-10, it got real dry really quick. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
so they're pretty much done. So we'll go ahead and
Okay. Oh,
shut those off.
plates. I have plates. See, I'm learning. By maybe episode 4, I will already have the plates out, as opposed to let me turn around and grab it. Well, I might as well get both of them out because we're going to have a sandwich too. How do you? You mentioned the City Slicker. You've got some cute names.
Yeah.
You've got Rambo.
Rocky Balboa.
That was
Yeah,
it, Rocky
yeah.
Balboa. Well, maybe you have a Rambo. How do you who comes up with the names? for your
Usually
burgers?
me. Like I'm a movie guy, or used to be a movie. I don't watch a lot nowadays, but older movies I like. I just like my Boy Blue is from old school. Rocky Balboa, obviously, you know where that comes from. So I don't know. I just like a lot of them, just quirky names like that. It just
Yeah.
kind of adds a little fun
You're
to
my
the,
boy
to the menu.
Blue.
Yeah, my favorite.
Oh, so good.
That's a great movie.
When he gets shot with the in the neck.
Dart, yeah.
And he's doing this.
That movie's a classic.
If
It's one of my
that
favorites.
is on, if we're flipping channels and that's on, we will watch just for that part.
Yep.
Will Ferrell is a genius in that scene. Okay. Oh my gosh.
So, obviously, I don't know what you like on
Classic.
your burger.
Well, I love the veggies.
Yeah.
So I
I'd
would
say
be
put a little bit of-
doing
A little bit of lettuce, maybe.
lettuce, a little tomato. That
And then
looks
I
really
didn't bring
good.
ketchup, but if you want mustard or mayo, it's all yours.
I wonder if we have ketchup somewhere in here. Okay. I like a lot of condiments. How do you feel about mayo on a burger?
I could do with or without. It just depends on my mood. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with.
Well,
mayo
we
on a
don't have
burger.
ketchup, so
We get a lot, so our all is lettuce, tomato, onion, pickle, ketchup, mustard, mayo. So that's everything.
Is there anything you won't put on a burger? Because you do have some pretty out there
No,
combinations.
I feel like
People love
I
it.
tell people, and that's why another reason I wanted to get into the pizza game is because I feel like pizza, burgers, and tacos are something like they're just a vessel to your mouth. So you can almost put anything on depending on how you. So we do a burger with a donut as the bun. We do al pastor on burgers. We've done. I've seen some. I've never done one in our restaurant yet, but peanut butter on burgers. So
Oh, man.
I'm not opposed to trying.
Isn't that an
different
Elvis thing? Peanut butter and banana, or
I think he did like a peanut butter banana, maybe honey sandwich or something like that. But I don't think it was necessary on a burger. But I know I have seen that on menus where they'll call it the Elvis or the Graceland or something.
Okay,
like that.
we got to take another break, and maybe our grinder might be
Yeah, they should
done
be-
soon.
they
So
should
we're
be
going to
about now.
plate, and we're going to eat and keep chatting. So stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, Drew Smith is here from Smith Burger. But now it's not only Smith Burger, we have to say, and the Regal Pig.
And the
And then
Regal
what's
Pig.
the bar called?
Public House 1833.
Okay.
Yeah,
And what's that concept for the bar there? At the yard.
It's at the yard. So, yep, it's craft cocktails. We got 10 draft lines, a handful of can and bottle beers from domestics to more crafty import type of beers. Not my forte, but a lot of people love that stuff.
Yeah.
But real cocktail oriented as well. We're doing fresh squeezed juices and house-made syrups. A lot of whiskey drinks. They're real popular right now. So, we're just starting basic and working up as far as we've got, I think, starting open with maybe 6 cocktails on. And then we're also going to offer boozy shakes. Since we've got the main scoop in there, we're going to incorporate their ice cream into our shakes.
Oh,
So,
that's perfect.
Yeah.
It's a crossover.
Yeah.
A crossover episode.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, and we should say you've got one of my favorite food trucks ever, Fernando's.
Yes, one of my favorites as well. So
Fernando's, the first time I ever had Fernando's, I was walking to a bar, got a taco, went to the bar, came out of the bar at the end of the night, got another taco. It's the only food truck that I've actually
what's
ate.
your go-to there?
Yes. Oh, it's got to be the steak nachos. You got to do, and then also steak tacos.
Yeah.
And I like it with the cilantro and the onion.
Yeah.
And their most spicy salsa.
The red one.
Yes. It's so good.
I'm a burrito guy there. I love their burritos, but I like their al pastor.
Oh, okay.
I've ever had it, but it's
Spot
really
on.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, Fernando's is so good. So you've got the main scoop, you've got Fernando's. What else is?
Watson's Shack and Rail.
Oh.
Is going to open up their second location in there.
All the favorites.
And then we've got Columbia Street Roastery is opening up their first standalone coffee shop called Columbia Street Cafe.
Yeah.
So that's the outside vendors that are coming besides the main scoop that we've already mentioned. So
Yeah. Good, good. And I love it. I mean, it's all local.
yeah, all local, and besides the coffee concept and my pizza and my bar, they're all food trucks too. Fernando's is a food truck, Watson's a food truck, we're a food truck, and Main Scoop has a food truck. So
Now, I want to talk about that. Should we check on our grinder? I see.
yeah, we're good. I should have taken them out a little bit ago.
Whoa. That's okay.
We're good.
Well,
Just take the.
well, that's why we have this spread. We can eat with the
We'll take
insides.
we got to talking a little bit too much there.
That's okay.
This one is probably going to be just fine. So
I
we'll
mean, the
just-
cheese looks
yeah,
a perfect amount of melty.
Yeah, got a little bit toasty there. So.
See now, this has happened in my home,
Yeah.
and this is when I take the toast over the
And scrape it
garbage,
off.
and you
Yeah.
just scrape it off,
Yeah.
and you go, kids,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah. Just
What are
gonna
you
scrape it off.
complaining about? It's no big deal.
Get the good
Yeah,
side.
yeah, right? Wait, hold on, Alec, let's do this. And I'll just, okay, so our grinder sandwich, Mama P's. Mama P would never let that happen.
No, we
would
got to
she?
talking too much, so that's my fault.
That's okay. That's what happens when you're cooking and talking. Okay, so how are we going to dress this?
So traditionally, she always, and because it's hot, I'm going to put a barrier of protection here, although they're just rubber gloves. But
Okay.
she always put the lettuce, tomato, white onion. She used Miracle Whip which I don't know, not everybody's cup of tea. I love Miracle
Okay,
Whip.
so again, grew up with Miracle
Yeah,
Whip. Mom
okay.
used a lot of, it was the 70s, but now I'm a Hellman's girl.
Okay, you see, I like mayo too. I brought mayo.
Yeah.
Duke's is what we use. Yeah, I spared you on the Miracle Whip, but that's typically what traditionally comes on it. And I'm back and forth if I'm going to do Miracle Whip at the restaurant or if I'm going to stick with the mayo. Probably going to do the mayo. So
Yeah.
my uncle
But
Daryl.
people swear by it
Yeah.
because it's tradition. I mean, that's what I love, right? You grew up with it, you're still doing it.
Yeah.
Because Mom made it that way, I'm going to make it that way.
When I brought my food truck home, I was sitting out in the drive. My uncle Daryl, who had the Daryl's Catering
Yeah,
Trucks,
yeah.
lives across the street, and we were talking food trucks and stuff. And he said that was his secret. He always had Miracle Whip was his mayo. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I just nowadays some people just really.
Talk
Down
to me.
to it.
Talk to me about Duke's versus Hellman's because I've never tried Duke's, but people swear
Oh, I
by
love
it.
Duke's. I
Is
love
it better
Duke's.
than Hellman's? Should I try it?
I like both, but my personal preference is Duke's.
Is Duke's.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right,
You should
I'll try
definitely give
it.
it a try. It used to, it wasn't as commonly available down here, but then Schnucks
Because it's a
started carrying it.
southern. Is it a
I believe
southern
so.
thing?
Yeah, I believe it's a southern thing, and then Schnucks started carrying it, and it's now in all stores. So,
Yeah. Okay.
We'll maybe put a little bit of onion on one side. maybe?
Yes. I have to anchor the news later, so I will not be partaking in the
Yes.
onion.
We'll just put it on one side
Poor
here.
Brandon Morano does not need me eating a bunch of onion.
And,
Also,
then
can
lettuce.
we talk about how the slicing on the veggies at all?
You did a great job.
Oh, well,
there.
thank you, Drew.
Yes,
Thank you
did a
for
great job.
noticing. I
mean,
appreciate
You can
that.
almost see right through
I
that
was
onion,
trying to be
so
slivers.
That's perfect.
Translucent onion. Okay, so now we're doing some lettuce.
Yep, got plenty of lettuce over here.
Good, good, good.
Pack it in there.
See, that's why it's helpful to not have the
Yeah.
bread innards.
Yeah, so that's the gist of the sandwich there. Some people dress with, oil and vinegar or salt, pepper, that kind
yeah.
of stuff. But and some of our grinders might be, but this one we're just gonna
This is
keep
the
it how
classic.
this is supposed to go. Like I said, it's a little crispier than we meant
People,
for it
where's
to
that
be.
knife? Where's the burger? What's it
Oh yeah, we'll use
The Burger Smith.
Burger Smith
No,
knife here.
terrible name. I don't know, whatever
Jesus.
restaurant down. Where was that they were giving you a cease and desist?
It was in. I'll give you the better looking side. Oh wait, that's the side
Oh,
with
it's
onions.
steamy.
So,
I like it.
sorry about that.
Oh, see, but now that looks good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat that part. Oh,
It's good. I'm sure
That's
that
good.
flavor-wise, it's going to be delicious. It's just visually, we kind of, like I said, I let it cook a little long. So
here's the thing. I know it can be really pretty, but in the end, you really want it to taste good
Yeah,
more than anything
definitely.
else. All right. Oh, wait. Let's cut the burger in half. Can we do that too?
sure.
I know you probably. Have you ever eaten a burger every day for an extended period of time?
When we first opened, I ate a lot of burgers. Even though I was, like I said, cooking burgers in the driveway for months and months on end leading up to opening, I still found the time to, when you're at work in that industry, you eat what's readily available on the fly.
Well,
So-
because it's free.
And it's
I
free.
worked in a
That's
restaurant.
not free. I still had to pay for
Oh,
it.
yeah, you're right. You own the place. Your servers.
I had to
or your
remind my staff that all the time. That's not free, I still pay for that.
I waitressed at Alexander Steakhouse
Oh, I love that place.
for a
I
couple
miss it.
years, and yeah, you ate. I mean, I ate that salad bar
Yeah.
every single day, and a skillet cookie. I don't know if my boss knew about that, but we were
I
always
would
making
find
skillet
myself in
cookies.
trouble with those skillet cookies. so.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's go have a seat. Over here, episode 3.
Perfect.
You go sit over there, Drew. Thank you. We finally realized we need water in the glasses
Napkins.
when we're sitting down. So we started to talk about combinations of stuff you can put on your burgers. Oh, you know what I just realized? No napkins.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Well, maybe at a
You got an
break
apron
we'll
on,
get
you'll
that.
be all
Yeah. Well, the reason I'm wearing it is because I know it looks very performative, but last week I spilled sauce all over me and the floor, so I figure we'll keep it. Okay, they're telling me let's take a break. Good. We're going to get some napkins. I think Bryce is out there getting it, and we're going to dig in right after this. All right, we are back. Drew wasn't wearing an apron, so I thought I should take off my apron. It would look better. Now we're sitting at the table. Okay, I'm going to start eating because I feel like this burger has been sitting for a bit.
Yeah, definitely.
But I want to talk about when you were making the transition from, you had the food truck, and then you were moving into collective pour. Tell me, how was that transition from a brick and mortar, right? You're going to a brick and mortar.
So for me, I come from the big brick and mortar world, so opening the food truck was the scariest, just because I had no knowledge of being on the go. It's a grind on the food truck. It really is. So the thought of going into a brick and mortar wasn't too bad for me, but just like with any expansion in your business, it's still scary because what if it doesn't taste the same, or what if I fall flat on my face, and then that reputation that you built for the last couple of years on
because
the food
people
truck.
love the food truck,
right? And I've seen it time and time again. When you start replicating or attempting to replicate, it's just not the same sometimes. So we really wanted to focus on every detail to try to get it to be as close as the food truck experience, but sit down with a beer in your hand as well. So
was there anything that happened that you went, okay, wait, this is not working in the brick and mortar? We gotta readjust. By the way, these are the noisiest napkins ever. You're talking, and I've got, because they're just paper towels. We'll get better napkins next week. Anyway, yeah. Anything that you thought, okay, wait, we gotta readjust what we're doing.
You kind of learn. Staffing wise, I staff a lot more than I do on the food truck. You learn the volume's usually a lot higher. Now, granted, we do have some very high volume food truck days or events. And then we operate just like on the food truck. We give out pagers, so you can go wait in your car or go, if you're at the brewery, go sit
This
down
is
and drink a
delicious, by
beer.
the way. I feel bad I haven't said that.
And so we adopted the pager method there because we're in a shared space. Well, collective pour doesn't wait tables, so we weren't going to wait tables. It just would be too confusing for the customer. Have to two different waiters coming to your table. So we did the pager thing, and originally people were coming up to pick up their food, and just I don't know if you've been in collective pour, so it's just over in our area. It's just a very tight space, so it just got to be really congested over there. So we started, we adapted, and I started staffing food runners, and we run tables, food to tables and stuff. It's just the little things like that, just to make it run smoothly. But overall, it was a pretty smooth transition, I'd say. We got good feedback right off the bat, and we're going to try to mimic that with the food hall. So.
Yeah. What was, when you started the food truck, what was maybe the most surprising thing about running a food truck that maybe you didn't know from your uncle?
Oh man, a lot. Like I said, the food truck was a big challenge for me. I'm excited to see you take a bite of that sandwich.
I was
you might want to
looking
put your
at
apron
it,
back on.
And I thought, okay, I'm going to ask him a question that maybe he'll have a really long answer.
I'll make it long.
Because I don't know how I'm going to eat this,
yeah.
Drew.
Get you a knife and fork if you need to. And like I said, I got a little extra well done. So that's what happens when you get me talking and I forget what's in the oven. So
please, tell us about what surprised you about a food truck.
So the food truck, to me, it was a huge learning curve. It's a grind, like I said. We opened up on a similar day. Hey, zoom in on me.
I was going to say, I'm going to lean out of the shot and just take a bite.
We ran out really fast, so stocking up enough people or enough product was challenging. The weather is a big challenge in the food trucks. If it's even nice weather, it's really hot in the food truck. If it's cold outside, it's very cold in the food truck.
Right, climate control.
Climate, like I said, product, climate. You just run into, you don't get a flat tire at a restaurant. I run into that a lot with the food truck, or you get only a limited amount of water and gas and supplies. It's just, like I said, it was just a grind. It's just an everyday learning curve. I'm still learning to this day. So
I often think about when I go to a food truck how, like you said, you don't know how many people might be coming that day. You could have 2 customers, you could have 200 customers, and I think you don't have a ton of space on the truck to keep a lot of supplies. So how do you manage that?
At the beginning, we sold out a lot. Partially our fault.
Are people nice about it?
Yeah.
When they're, sorry, we're
Most people.
packing up and going home.
Yeah, most people.
Sorry.
you know, I think if you're super apologetic and, you know, sympathetic, they're fine with it. But no, we've upgraded the cooler space and everything on the truck, so we were able to fit more product, and we've dialed in on exactly how to stock things, and you know, and what we need to have and what we don't need to have. You know, with having a restaurant kitchen now, we can prep everything we need there and just take out what's absolutely necessary for that shift.
So that's how the brick and mortar has really helped the food truck.
Yeah, I mean, we've always had to have a commissary kitchen, but we used to use Bunny's, was my previous employer, and they let us use theirs, and they have a pretty small kitchen as it is, so you know, we were doing daily store runs still because they didn't have a lot of place to store our product and their product, so we were constantly running to the store, so, and that got real old real quick, but so yeah, it's just learning the ins and the outs of the game, but we adapted and prospered, and like I said, the community's been super supportive with the.
Well, I mean, the truck has
so.
become such. It was the green. Everybody knows where that green truck is when you see it. I'm telling you, everybody goes, "Oh my gosh, Smithburger!" I mean, it just in a relatively short amount of time became kind of iconic around town.
Yeah.
And with you guys at events and popping up in different places. People just know. I mean, when I said I had you coming on, people went, "Oh, Smithburger." So
You tell them I was going to make up a burnt grinder?
I mean, maybe the name should change.
Yeah.
Would you like the burnt grind? Would you like that burnt or no? All right.
No, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm going to take a quick break. We're going to let you eat some, and I'm going to see if I can get into this off camera. All right, we'll be right back. Okay, we are back. We did eat some of our grinders. I promise. They are good and delicious, all of them. I wanted to ask, if somebody wanted to start a food truck, what is the biggest advice you could give them?
Just be prepared to work. It's a lot, and I've actually known people that even come from the industry that have jumped into a food truck and didn't survive. It's a grind. But the whole industry is a grind. So
I was going to say, you've been in this industry a lot, and I was in it for a very short amount of time. It is nights and weekends, and
fast paced.
It's hard,
it's a lot of stress. I still say to this day, I feel like it should be a high school requirement to graduate. Like they should have to go work a semester at a restaurant, waiting tables or doing something, back of house, front of house.
I totally agree with you. I think everybody should have to work in the service industry. Yeah. It could be at a restaurant, it could be a cashier someplace, but everybody should have to wait.
It teaches you a lot of about reality.
Yeah, reality and consideration for others. And what they're doing. Okay, I want to go back to, because we showed the picture of you and your wife and your beautiful kids. We want to put that back up right now, because there's actually a kid missing from that picture. So tell us about your kids. You've got 2 girls and a boy.
Yeah, so that was the day we brought that truck home. So then we had Leah in the yellow shirt there, and then Ella. Those are my 2 girls. Leah's 17 and Ella is 9 now. And then now we have a son named Sawyer. Yep.
Little Sawyer. So who loves burgers the most?
Right now, Sawyer. Yeah, I mean, if we're going to go, no matter if it's one of Dad's burgers or if we're swinging by
McDonald's,
the Golden Arch.
McDonald's, are we saying that out loud?
He's a burger fanatic. He loves burgers. It's one thing he'll eat. You know, they're picky, so he loves burgers. So.
Okay, if I would ask Sawyer, what's a better burger, Dad's or McDonald's? What's he saying?
I think he's still young enough he doesn't understand. So.
Okay, good.
But I guarantee my daughters will both say Dad's.
Okay, good.
They know better.
They get to stay.
Yeah. My oldest actually works for us. My youngest does too in the summertime.
Nice.
I let her work Tuesday nights, trivia night, so she's actually faster on the kiosk than I am. So.
Oh, she can teach you a thing or two.
Yeah, she can. So.
And let's talk about your beautiful wife as well, because she is really half of this.
Yes, she
right?
is. She's been, grinding away at this just like I am. There's a lot more behind the scenes than people think when it comes to running a business, and without her office knowledge and organization skills that I don't have, I guarantee it. We wouldn't be where we are today. So
it was such a team effort.
Yeah, definitely.
To go from the
100%.
truck, and now look at, I mean, this food hall
Yeah.
I mean, people are talking about it. They're excited about it.
Yeah, it's a big undertaking.
You got to think about, Drew, you as this kid going to, Lincoln's Challenge, and what am I going to do with my life? I don't like school. I'm the class clown. And look what you've created.
Yeah.
You've created this place for families to come and join and
Yeah. It's
have a
like I
good
said,
time.
I'm a firm believer, and a lot of people just need to get out and experience.
Yeah.
Fall on your face. I fell on my face a few times. Still plan on falling on my face a few times. That's part of life. It's just a matter of how you get back up. So
Yeah.
like I said, it's been a fun ride, and I hope to keep it going, keeping the community. So.
Well, this is, I would say, you are a homegrown success story.
Well, thank you.
Born and
Appreciate
raised here in Urbana, Champaign-Urbana. You left for a little bit, you came back, and you're giving back to the community with your food and your new businesses. Okay, we want to tell everybody what are the hours for the food hall.
So they will be.
When this airs, it'll be running.
Yes, it'll be running fully. So the coffee shop will open at 6 a.m. I'm not sure what time they're going to close. I think they're still trying to figure that out. The rest of the concepts will open at 11, and then we'll go till 9 on Sunday through Thursday, 10 o'clock on Friday, Saturday, and the bar will stay open an hour past those closing times of the restaurants.
Okay,
all
and if
night.
people didn't get that, you can go to Facebook.
Go to our website,
Go to Facebook.
theyardonbroadway.com. Go to Facebook at The Yard on Broadway, or you can go to Smith Burger Co.
You can find the food
You
truck.
can find us.
You
We're
can
very
find
adamant on getting it out there. So
Collective Pour. Anywhere you look, you're
Yeah.
going to see a burger.
we're gonna shove it in your face.
Yeah, Drew is going to feed you somewhere this weekend.
So.
Thank you so much for joining us.
thank
I
you for
know
having
this is
us.
a big day for you.
Yeah, we're excited.
I wish you just the best success with it.
Thank you. I appreciate
think
that.
it's going to be great. Thank you so much for joining us. And thank you for finding us and watching. If you made it all the way through this, I hope you come back next week. Enjoy. We're going to enjoy some of this. Happy eating.